This week we're going to highlight the U.S. soybean balance sheet. We're also going to take a look at updated planting progress and the short-term weather forecast. We're going to wrap things up with a long-term review of November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last full week of May here, and all eyes are on the weather. We're going to take a step back this week, however, and look at the balance sheet for beans to give you a long-term perspective as the unofficial start to summer begins. Let's take a look at that balance sheet. Now for soybeans here, there's a lot of numbers. You can get caught up in the numbers here. What we want to do is highlight, though, that trend in ending stocks and the stocks-to-use ratio. Notice that 2 years ago, we had a stocks-to-use ratio near 6%. However, this year, it's approaching 9% according to the USDA, and actually a bit over 9% with our Advanced Trading internal number. Let's now fast forward, if you will, to 24-25. We've highlighted both the yield and the ending stocks and stocks-to-use ratio. Here's the key message. Look at that range of carryout numbers. With a low yield of 48 bushel, carryout could drop to 167. However, with a record yield of 53 bushels, it could increase all the way up to 594. So that is a recipe for volatility here as we approach the summer months. Here's a key message we want to highlight. As we start this unofficial beginning to summer, avoid price prediction, manage price movement, and defend your balance sheet. And here's the key message: work closely with your trusted risk management advisor on your specific marketing plan. Let's now shift gears to planting progress across the U.S. Looking at our usual map here, we can see we had a nice increase of 17 percentage points. We're now at 52% planted nationwide, edged above the 5-year average of 49%, although below last year's 61%. Let's take a look at progress here from the historical standpoint. Again, a nice uptick here this past week. Over the next 2 weeks, between May 19th and June 2nd, approximately 24% of the beans are planted on average. So if we were to be consistent with that average, we'd be around 75% by those early days of June. Of course, the pace of planting is going to be directly tied to the weather. Let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out here looking at past precip, last 14 days, a proxy for topsoil moisture, if you will. Really a mixed bag across the Corn Belt. Some areas have dried out, giving us a much-needed planting window. Other areas still a bit of a challenge out there. So again, more of a mixed bag. Let's now take a look at the short-term forecast. Now we're heading into Memorial Day weekend, of course, and it looks like it's going to be a wet week. Starting Thursday, Friday, and extending all the way into Sunday, Monday, an additional ½ to 1.5 inches of rain all across that green area. Let's quantify things now over the next 7 days. A lot of different colors on that map, but basically it implies quite a bit of rain upcoming. Now there is a bit of a change in the pattern moving into next week. More of a drier pattern here as a cold front moves down, so there is some light at the end of the tunnel in terms of planting progress. Let's quantify things now over the next 2 weeks in terms of precip. Again, kind of a mixed bag here, actually a bit drier than normal out in Kansas, very wet up in the northern plains, and more normal conditions across the heart of the Corn Belt. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November bean futures. Now, November beans, as we tape here on Tuesday, trading near $12.10 a bushel. We strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to continue to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants. We'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.